Morning guys, so today is Friday, so that makes it my refeed day. I'm going to be completely honest with you, this past week has been pretty brutal, especially the last 2 days. I really felt my energy drop down and my mood is I'm a little bit more on edge. But anyways, hoping this refeed will do me good and return my energy levels back up a little bit. Okay, I'm not expecting to do miracles, but today I'm playing with 300 grams of carbs, 170 grams of protein, and 40 grams of fat. So I have everything planned out for the day, but I'm going to take you through it. Later on, I'll be training off my lower body, so I got squats and deadlifts today. Seeing where my strength is still at. I'm still incorporating my lifts, trying to hit my numbers, but yeah, I can definitely feel the weight is feeling a little bit heavier on my back. So we'll give it a go. Anyways, I'm going to take you through what I'm going to do this morning for breakfast. Alright guys, so my breakfast today, I'm going to make some protes. So this is dedicated to anyone who basically says that they have no time to prep breakfast. So I'm actually going to time this. So we're going to go. Start. Okay, I want 60 grams of oats. Okay, and I'm going to get 1 scoop of protein, so 31 grams, 91, 4 more grams. Perfect. I'm going to take my boiling water, take that. All I'm going to do here is mix. This actually tastes really good. Guys, it's under a minute. No excuses. This is what the final product looks like. Let it sit for a little bit. So this is what the final product looks like once it's all kind of mixed up. Let it sit there for a little bit so the water can kind of soak into the oats. But honestly, this you can treat this as like a dessert. It's so good. Okay. And as per normal, my iced coffee here. So get yourself a Keurig. These things are amazing. So I can't get through my day without that. I'm gonna have this. I'm also gonna make some pancakes for breakfast. And then I think we're gonna do an earlier workout. So probably in the next hour or so, we'll be at the gym. Just the coffee. Alright guys, so while I eat these protes, John and I have actually decided we're going to do a contest for you guys. So for 10 weeks, we're going to give away free coaching. We got 2 lucky winners. So 1 female, 1 male. All you need to do to enter is follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, tag 3 friends that aren't already, as we are trying to grow the channel. And then yeah, on June 1st, we're just going to pick names out of a hat. We're going to do it on Instagram Live so you know that it's not rigged. And what the winners will receive is individualized programs, both corrective and training, and then also macronutrient coaching. So we're gonna coach macros with weekly or bi-weekly updates. Yeah, and that's it. So really good chance for any of you guys that were interested in coaching but weren't able to have that funding. So just comment also in the photo that we just posted that the reason why we should pick you. Alright guys, so next meal I'm gonna make some pancakes. We're going to do 3 servings, so that's going to be 114 grams of this. So I added 1/3 of a cup of water, and you just mix until it thickens. So you just want to get rid of all the chunks. At this point, you can add blueberries, right? Blueberries, chocolate chips, some extra eggs to make it fluffy, and also like baking powder works really well to make it rise, but for some reason I can't find mine. So this will have to do, and I'll check back with you when this is done. Fuck, why not? Alright guys, so today I was in the gym with Melissa.
we decided to just take turns filming our training clips. So today I had her doing 4 by, I think it was 7, with 155 pounds. Mind you, she is only about 95 pounds right now, which is pretty impressive. We decided that we're going to get her to do a meet in hopefully September, so that's going to be the Fall Classic. And I was taking a look at some of the records that are currently there right now, and I think she has a good chance of beating all 3 records for her weight class. And she still has time to grow into her weight class, which is crazy to me. Here I am squatting 6 by 3, I believe, at 325 pounds. The weight does feel a little bit different on my back, but I'm happy with the way it moved. Notice here, I'm focusing on just keeping my weight balanced in the middle of my foot. That way I descend through with my center of gravity. So you'll notice on this last one, I shift forward just a little bit here. Right as I hit the bottom, and it misgrooves the rep, so it's more difficult for me to get the weight back up. So today I noticed I was a little bit tighter bracing. Not sure if it's just in my head or I'm actually getting a little tighter just because I'm maybe feeling my abs a little bit more. So when I brace, although I'm 156 pounds, like this weight felt pretty good on my core. Yeah, like I felt pretty tight. My leverages have changed a little bit, so the bar is a little bit wonky, and just trying to figure out where to put up my back. Here's Melissa doing, I think, 100, yeah, it's 100 pounds for 4 sets of 7 on her bench press. Her bench press is pretty crazy. I've never seen anyone her weight for a female to be able to lift that much. But she did have good fundamentals, as she did a lot of dumbbell chest pressing before I started on programming. However, she only started bench pressing after she met me. But this has been really feeling good for her, I think. And you can tell by that arch, like that's spot on right there. I probably want her elbows to just tuck in just a little bit more, and she's probably good. And we got to start working on her pause. So moving on to her deadlifts, how much do we have on here? It's 210 pounds. I think she's doing triples, 5 sets of triples. Weight's moving pretty well, and as you can see, we switched her to using straps, as switch grip is causing some sort of imbalance in her shoulders and hips. I'm going to do a video on that later on, and how switch grip can actually lead to injury or cause some sort of imbalance in the body, which can kind of set you up for harm when it comes to other exercises as well. So it's probably better for us to just make sure everything's balanced and maybe transition her to hook grip instead. So here I am doing 405 for 4 sets of 4. Nothing impressive here, but yeah, starting to get my lats a little bit more packed. Hips might be rising a little bit faster than I want them to, but overall not too bad for only eating 1900 calories per day. Weight's still moving them up. It's weird because my quads seem so underdeveloped compared to my glutes and hamstrings, which have no problem taking up that load. I just think in the off season I'm definitely going to incorporate a little bit more front squatting and maybe some high bar squats as well. So you notice here I really take my time loading up my lats before I actually drop the hips. So I almost pull the slack off, protect my lats, and then sit my hips into position. So I feel that works best for me, and I try resetting after each rep. So here I'm moving on to a little bit of isolations for my quads. We got some leg extensions for 4 sets of 15. Just notice how my tempo of the reps don't change as the reps go on. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm fatigued or it's my first rep, tempo remains the same. So keep tension on the muscle, and I'm not doing a hard lock at the top, right? So keeping tension there and just sending the slope. So here Melissa's doing some hip thrusts on the Smith machine. We've noticed this doesn't cause too much pain in the hips and also keeps tension in the glute, which is working really well for her. She's moving on to an overhead press, and I think she has 55 pounds on here. You can't see the 5s at this angle, but yeah, trust me, they're on there. She's repping that out pretty easily. So I think she did 4 sets of 10, which is pretty insane for 95 pounds body weight. She's gonna kill it in her meet. Like, I'm so excited for her. Look at her back, it's crazy. She's actually eating close to the same amount of calories as me, so we really recovered her metabolism well. So here I'm doing some standing calf raises. slow tempo, pause at the bottom, pause at the top, and in my later reps, I'll actually kind of turn my heels outward as I am trying to focus on developing the outer part of my calf. Take your time with these exercises. I like to train them heavy and slow, right? So be consistent with it as they are a slow muscle to develop. Here's another angle. My calf insertion is so high up, but kind of looks like my lower leg is super skinny and there's not much I can do about it. But at the same time, the top part of my calves look pretty developed here. Probably need to grow the outer head a little bit more and I'd be pretty happy. Here's Melissa doing some weighted pull-ups. I think she did 4 sets of 8, which is pretty crazy. So it's her body weight plus another extra 10 pounds. And I'm starting to get her to incorporate these rather than just body weight, as she is getting more comfortable with pull-ups. Notice how she's doing a ton of compounds today, so don't suggest everyone do this. However, she only has 3 days to train a week. And I also have her doing some face pulls here, really good movement for shoulder health and development of the rear delts. So I like to do them seated, and I get her to do that as well. She's repping out. Look at her back. It's crazy. Look at all the details. She's not even cutting. Alright, so I think here I'm moving on to dumbbell Romanian deadlifts. Notice how I'm strapping up so I can focus on all on my posterior chain. As you descend, try to focus on hinging your hips, slight bend in the knees, and feel a deep stretch in the hamstrings. Pause for a second at the bottom, and then come through with the glutes and squeeze. So you notice how the tempo doesn't change, doesn't matter rep 1 to rep 10, they all look exactly the same. And that should be the goal for almost every single one of your movements. So finishing off here with some ab rollouts. These ones are actually not too comfortable for my hernia that I used to have in my stomach, as on my 4th set I felt it almost like pop out a little bit. So I had to poke it back in, which is pretty gross, but it happens from time to time. As long as it doesn't really cause me pain, I'm okay. The one thing I gotta keep into consideration is if that hernia actually pops out when I'm on stage. So but be careful for that, and definitely learned my lesson doing human flags last year. I'm definitely gonna try to not get injured before my show.
Killed it.
Bang!
Did you kill it?
Yes.
Let's go. Alright guys, so I'm gonna show you my post-workout meal. Melissa was kind enough to pick up this protein pasta. Macros are pretty good. For one serving, 50 grams, it's 11 carbs, 30 protein, and then 1.5 grams of fat. So a little bit pricier, but I'm going to use it for my refeed day. I'm going to weigh out 50 grams here. And I'm just going to use like a fat-free or zero-calorie Walden Farms Alfredo sauce. So I think this is, yeah, so they packaged it out directly. 50 grams. I'm just going to show you the finished product. So we're done making our pasta. I'll show you Melissa's. So she's loaded with cheese and regular pasta and same meatballs. Mine's with the protein pasta, so I'm just gonna see how that tastes. She has real Alfredo sauce, and I'm gonna see how my Walden Farms one is. Okay, so I'll keep you posted. Alright, so the Alfredo sauce, probably I would rate 4 out of 10. Not the best, but make do with what we got, right? So I'm gonna have this Yasso, I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's a mint chocolate chip bar. These are so good. But there's 16 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fat, and then 5 grams of protein. And then Melissa's gonna have her regular cinnamon bun. So I don't know if she wants to put Walden Farms or anything on there. No. But yeah, she's gonna have that. I'm gonna have this. So later on, we're gonna be going rock climbing. So we're gonna show you some clips from that. Okay. So this is gonna be my last meal of the day. It's 150 grams of white rice, 6 ounces of chicken breast, and also 6 pot stickers. I accidentally left it in the fridge, so I had to mash it up, and I'm just gonna make it almost like a stir fry. So I'll show you when I eat this, but I'm probably gonna have this meal after we go rock climbing. And I also have a little bit of frozen yogurt to finish off my day with. So keep you posted here. easy.
So, here's some extra cardio. Changing my flat tire after rock climbing.
How'd you do this one?
My hero. Definitely 300 calories at least. I'm so sorry.
Alright guys, so I'm finally back home. I'm gonna finish up my macros today with 3 cups of frozen yogurt. So, left the best thing last. But yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, so more good stuff coming soon.